Okay, Keith, here's your beer.
All right, hit me one time.
You know it.
Hold it for me.
You got it, big guy.
Michelle?
You know, I just don't think he's the type, Dylan.
I don't know, Jess. All I know is that when I talked to Sly last week, he was very down on Macy. And then to find out that his real name is Irving, the same as the guy who's been sending these letters.
What about Ivana?
Well, I know that's who Thorne thinks it is.
I know, and I think that she would do just about anything to stop Thorne from marrying Macy.
Well, she better act quickly. He's marrying her tomorrow. Listen, why did Ivana call us all here anyways?
I don't know. Michelle, what's the deal? Why does Ivana want to see us here?
I don't know, but she made it sound like life or death.
Yeah, she said it was something really, really important.
Well, you know what? I sure hope it's good news, guys, because she could really use it.
Maybe she got a life and left Macy and Thorne alone.
Here she is.
Hey!
Finally.
Hi, well, I'm glad you're all here.
What's going on,
Tell
girl?
me what it's all about.
Okay, have patience, have patience. I first wanted to tell you thank you for coming. I know it was an inconvenience. But two things happened to me this past week that were so cool and so absolutely perfect in their timing that I just had to share it with my friends.
Yeah, really.
So if you're ready, I'll tell you all about it.
Yes.
Oh, you're starting to feel it, aren't you?
What's that?
Yeah, what's that? It's happening tomorrow. You're doing it. You know, your life is ending. You're finished.
Well, that.
You seem a little preoccupied. Well, I imagine I'll feel the same way on my wedding day, which, by the way, I'm thinking of doing next week.
Next week?
Sure. That's right. Why wait? I'm ready to do it.
Turn this way, please. Anthony, look.
Yeah? What? What is it, Thorne?
I know how in love you are with Ivana and all. I was just wondering, maybe you should hold off for a while.
Hold off?
You know, from getting married.
Why would I want to do that?
How well do you know her? I mean, you guys have only been dating a couple of weeks. Take your time.
I don't feel like I need to.
Anthony, you're a friend. Take my advice. You don't want to be thinking marriage with this lady.
There's more to this, isn't there? You still haven't gotten over those suspicions.
They aren't suspicions anymore. Guys, would you leave us alone for a while?
Sure, Thorne.
The police came by this morning. They found Ivana's fingerprints on one of those threatening letters that Macy had gotten.
Oh, darling, come on. That rehearsal is only going to take a few hours this evening.
No, Mother, it's really not necessary.
Of course it's necessary. A wedding rehearsal is always necessary. It's like a performance. I want to make sure everything goes all right.
Well, this is one performance we've done before.
Darling, there are going to be so many important people there. The Foresters, business associates, all of our friends, the press, everybody. Yes, what is it?
Miss Spectra?
Detective Weber, what are you doing here?
I wonder if I might talk to you and your daughter.
All right. Is it important? I mean, we're terribly busy.
It's a pretty serious matter, man. It has to do with Thorne Forrester.
Thorne. What about Thorne?
Yes, what about him? Is Thorne in some kind of trouble?
No, ma'am, but we are concerned about him.
Why? What is this all about?
Miss Alexander, are you familiar with Thorne's attitude towards Ivana Vandervelde?
His attitude?
Ivana, what's this got to do with Ivana?
He's upset with her. Is that what this is all about?
He was more than upset.
Well, why? What's she done?
He's suspicious. He thinks Ivana is the one that's writing the threatening mail.
Oh. Well, I must admit, I've had some suspicions along that line myself. What do you think, Detective Weber?
I can't go into that. The matter is under investigation.
Well, how does Thorne fit into all of this?
When we spoke to him this morning, he became pretty irate.
Well, that's understandable, isn't it? I mean, those letters are threatening Macy's life.
Ivana didn't write those letters.
Well, suppose we let the police decide that.
You really don't think it's Ivana?
I really can't get into that. But your mother's right. This is a police matter, which is what we tried to tell your fiancé.
And he didn't listen?
Ma'am, we understand his concern, but he has to let us do our job. Any interference from him would be a big mistake.
Well, you think he might do something?
The way he was talking this morning, I wouldn't be surprised.
All right, I'll talk to him.
We'd appreciate that.
He's just being so reactive, you know?
Darling, he's only trying to protect you.
I know.
Detective Weber, do you think it's possible that whoever this person is might try to do something to stop the wedding?
It's more than a possibility. There's definitely reason to be cautious, which is why, if it's all right with you, Miss Alexander, we'd like to have a couple of plainclothes detectives at your wedding tomorrow.
You really think that's necessary?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Huh. All right, then. I mean, I just can't imagine with all of those people there.
I think it's a grand idea. I think you should invite as many policemen as you want to, Detective Weber. You can invite the whole brigade.
2 or 3 will be more than enough. And you won't even notice us. And Miss Alexander, please, between now and then, exercise caution.
She will, Detective. I'll see to it.
And talk to your fiancé. Let's keep cool heads about this. We'll catch this character.
All right. Thank you, Detective. Thanks for your concern and your help.
I'll be in touch.
Yes, thank you very much. Detective Weber, now listen, I want you to be sure and call me if there's anything, if you hear anything.
Thorne has got to keep it together. This obsession with Ivana has got to stop.
Okay. Here it is. First, I am totally thrilled to announce that I am engaged. Of course, you all know the object of this affection is Anthony Armando. I can't say enough about the guy. He has brought so much to my life in such a short time. Anyway, as most of you know, I have been pretty crazed for about the last zillion weeks. And now life is different. I am a changed woman in more ways than any of you can imagine. But this is just the first piece of good news. There's more. I'd like to tell you a little story. It's for those of you who don't believe in miracles. Not so long ago, I was dating Thorne Forrester, and as everyone knows, we broke up. He chose Macy over me, and now they're getting married. Total incomplete bummer, right? One that you don't recover from too easily. But guess what? Tomorrow, Thorne and Macy are getting married. And who do you think is going to be their best man and maid of honor?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yours truly and my fiancé will be standing up for Macy and Thorne. We have all become very close, and I am just so happy and grateful that I wanted to share this incredible news with all of my friends. So, don't just sit there, eat, drink, and everything's on me tonight.
All right, everybody. Here's to Ivana and Anthony.
Look, I know that this is a shock.
Ivana's fingerprints?
Yeah. They were all over that first letter.
What about the other letters?
Nothing has been found, but...
Then they don't really have anything. They can't prove that Ivana wrote all those letters because she didn't.
Anthony.
No, Thorne, I'm not gonna let them lay this rap on my fiancée.
No, I understand how you feel.
I'm in love with the woman. That's how I feel.
I'm sorry, man. I'm really sorry.
You must be pretty upset by all this.
Yeah, you could say that.
My God, what do I do? What do I do?
In my opinion, the best thing that you can do right now is call the police and corroborate their evidence.
Corroborate their evidence?
Yeah, they need more proof.
You mean they don't have enough to arrest her?
No, but you can certainly help them.
Why would I want to do that?
Anthony, Ivana is threatening Macy.
If it's Ivana, but you just said they don't have...
Hold on, man. This is you and me talking. Now, if Ivana wrote one of those letters, she wrote all of them. Now, I'm assuming you know that, don't you? You do, don't you? That purple stationery that those letters were written on, you've seen some of that at Ivana's apartment, haven't you? And that typewriter, you've seen that there too, haven't you?
God, she's got to get rid of all that.
She's got to get rid of it. Do you hear what you're saying?
Thorne, if you were in my shoes and Macy was in trouble, what would you do?
Oh, I see. You're gonna cover up for her.
I'm going to marry her, Thorne. She's going to be my wife.
Look, Anthony, I gotta run out for a while. Why don't you finish getting fitted for your tux, and I'll call you later.
Unbelievable, Ivana, it's so big.
Well, I guess we better go over and congratulate her.
It's gonna be easy for me.
She sure is putting on a good show.
Well, Ivana's always been a good liar.
The question is she a killer? Does she really look like someone who could send death threats?
Look, I have been running on adrenaline for like 3 days, so if I don't take a nap, I'm gonna fall over, okay?
Sure.
What about your party?
Well, now it's your party, Kevin. You take over while I'm gone and make sure everyone has a great time. I want a full report in the morning, okay?
You got it.
Okay. Hey, everyone, eat, drink, and party on.
Thank you, Ivana.
Macy, you and I have to have a talk.
It was about Ivana.
Ivana is being investigated by the police. Now, there's got to be a reason for that.
Mother, they're investigating everybody that I've ever had a difference of opinion with. Sly, Ivana. The next thing you know, they're going to be investigating you.
All right. Let us assume that she is not guilty, okay? Fine. I am willing to give her the benefit of the doubt. But, oh, darling, is this really the person that you want to have stand up with you at your wedding? The maid of honor is the most important woman at the wedding, aside from the bride. And Ivana is a suspect, Macy. She is one of the people that the police suspect of sending you those horrible letters. Now, I think you ought to call her and just tell her that under the circumstances, you feel you have to find someone else. Oh, do it, Macy, please.
gonna nail her. There is evidence in there, Ivana. And I am damn well gonna find it before you destroy it. I bet this is the typewriter she used. I gotta find that stationery. It's here someplace.
I don't know, Jesse. Ivana looks a little too happy to be mixed up in something like that.
I don't know. I wish I could believe that, but my cousin is so convinced these days.
Thorne is just doing what he has to. He is protecting Macy.
I know, but something has got to give. I mean, Thorne has this major attitude when it comes to Ivana lately, and I just think he's about ready to strangle her.
Well, so would I if someone was threatening my fiance.
Would you come to her rescue?
You know it.
You mean like ride in on a horse and sweep her off her feet?
Oh, whatever it took.
Somebody write me letters quick.
I just hope that if it is Ivana, the cops get enough proof to lock her up before tomorrow's wedding. Because if she is standing next to Macy at the altar, I don't know what Thorne will do.
Darling, please. Please make that call. If you won't do it for me, then do it for yourself. Do it for Thorne. You know he doesn't want to see Ivana in that chapel tomorrow. You know it'll make a mockery of the whole thing.
So you want me to convict her and punish her with very little evidence. Do you know what that would do to that girl? It would humiliate her. I mean, in front of all her friends, now being told that she can't be my maid of honor because everybody suspects her. Mother, that girl has been through so much these past few months. She's been kicked around. It's just not fair. She deserves a break.
Fine. Then you can give her a break, darling. Give her a break next week. Give her a break next month. It doesn't have to be on your wedding day.
No, Mother. I've made up my mind, all right? My gut-level instincts tell me that she is innocent. And I've got to believe that. Now, Ivana is going to be my maid of honor at the wedding tomorrow, and I don't want to hear another word about it.
Well, what if Thorne insists that you replace her?
He's left that decision up to me. Now, come on. No more, all right? Let's get ready for my wedding.
Stationery's got to be around here. She hid it. One piece is all I need.
Thorne? What the hell are you doing in my apartment?